Sir.
Yes?
We're here.
Thank you.
You traded a state secret to a foreign power for the life of an officer with whom you have a personal relationship.
My personal relationships are not relevant.
Excuse me?
I had a choice to make between two of this nation's intelligence assets, the Albany deterrent and Miss Evershed. There was a risk I would lose Albany, but I knew the technology was worthless, of little value to the nation. My assessment of Miss Evershed was the reverse. I've prepared a report detailing her key role in several security service operations. The discovery of the 2009 Birmingham plot, saving the life of a former section chief from far-right terrorists, sacrificing her own freedom to ensure mine. Her work has saved many lives, often at grave cost to herself. I did not put a personal relationship above our security. I made an operational decision in the nation's interest.
Please excuse me. The tribunal needs more time to examine your submissions. In light of the 8 weeks enforced leave that you have already had, it seems unwise to further waste your expertise while we deliberate. However, any return to work must be on a probationary basis. Deviation from protocol will result in immediate suspension. Erin Watts has been sitting in your seat. You are required to retain her as section chief. Do you accept the terms?
I serve my country in whatever capacity asked of me.
Someone jammed the guillotine.
Yes, whoever it was. No doubt they'll want me to do something in return.
Dimitri heard from Six in Senegal this morning. They found Lucas North's remains. They were where John Bateman said they'd be.
I've had 2 months to go over it. I still can't figure out why he wanted to get me on that rooftop.
I think he wanted your forgiveness. So, can I see that report?
Not while I still draw breath.
Do I have you to thank, Home Secretary, for intervening in my tribunal?
Of course it was me, Harry. Who else is as fond of you? Unfortunately, I could only get you a stay of execution, not the full pardon. They want you out, Harry. They'll get their way eventually.
No surprises. I'm aware I have not played nicely with the other children.
Would it have killed you to pick up a golf club every once in a while?
It may well have done, yes.
So, Harry. Welcome back.
Erin Watts, I presume. I hear you decommissioned Beth Bailey.
Her conduct during the West House operation. Her links with the Colombian drug cartel were unacceptable. I expect higher standards. It's an honor to serve in Section D, sir. I've studied your career.
Just call me Harry. And I wouldn't associate too closely with me if I were you. You're on the fast track to great things. I'm on the opposite trajectory. Wouldn't want any dirt to rub off.
Thank you for your concern, but I've no interest in being a politician. Excuse me.
Ruth, I'd like to see any communiques that came in for me, please.
She'll loosen up after a few years. How was your, break?
At one particularly dark moment, I actually considered gardening. She's altered my bloody chair. It took me 10 years to get that right.
Well, I'll get Q Branch to have a look at it. You expecting something?
Yes. Who processed this?
I don't know.
Who processed this? You filed it low priority?
Low priority, was I wrong?
No. Just young. What I'm about to tell you exceeds all your security clearances, so you didn't hear it from me.
Why?
Plans were made for her defection, but it never came to fruition. If Max meant she was in danger of exposure, the fallout will be catastrophic. The wife of a senior Russian cabinet minister, exposed as a Western spy. Relations with the Kremlin would simply cease.
Are they all right?
Yes, but I take it personally when somebody tries to blow up my officers.
I called in a favor at 6. They have someone on the inside at a housekeeping service who cleans for Moscow's great and good. And the word is that Ilya and Elena Gavrik left Russia over a week ago. On the quiet. No one's meant to know they're gone.
Gone where?
Here. They're in London.
That's impossible. He's a Russian minister. We'd have been briefed. It will be on the news.
So he doesn't want us to know he's here.
Not another one. Come in. Knocking isn't customary around here.
There are people already on their way. I've triggered an alarm.
No, you haven't.
Hello again.
You were in the park.
I didn't expect you to recognize me. The last time you saw me, I was a child. I know about my mother, Tourmaline.
Sasha. That's a Stechkin. Your FSB?
Tell me one thing before I kill you. Do you ever think about the lives you ruin?
I don't know what you mean.
Stop. You burn her file, sever all contact, and then you can leave. I've told no one else what I know. Yet.
If you've discovered a spy, you really should report it to your superiors.
You feeling too British for a hug?
Too American for a handshake. Oh, my goodness. Diplomacy in action. You look well, Jim.
Well, younger wife. Single malt?
With water, as a concession to the youth of the hour.
I missed that shit. And, vodka tonic on the tab.
There's a lot of people who want Gavrik dead, but I still don't see where Max Witt fits in.
I think I do.
You're still running Elena. Harry, if Gavrik finds out that his wife is still spying for us...
I'm not running Elena. I didn't write that. Someone posing as me contacted Elena via Max.
But that means they know all your codes. As all your MI5 communique protocols, it's a breach at the highest level. How did you get this?
Sasha Gavrik, Elena's son. He's an FSB officer. He was waiting for me at home last night, put a gun in my face. He found that message and believes what it suggests, that I'm still running her. He's demanded I break off all contact immediately, which I'm powerless to do.
So someone wants information from Elena to get to her husband. Max Witt realizes it isn't the real Harry Pierce, tries to contact you, and he gets killed for his trouble.
I have to talk to Elena, see what other intel she's passed on to my impersonator.
Well, that's risky. If she's exposed, the partnership falls through.
Well, what choice do we have? Look, I have to go tonight as a guest. It'll be a chance to talk to Elena. I have a +1. Will you help?
Sure.
I'm sorry, I realise it's hardly the perfect night out, but...
Well, we've had worse. Very glamorous.
Yes. We'll fit in perfectly.
Mama Bear and Papa Bear.
Okay.
I'm fine. Ilya.
Should I introduce myself?
Oh, sorry, Rachel Wallace. This is Ilya and...
Rachel.
Elena Gavrik.
Lovely to meet you, Rachel.
You see the door in the corner of the room? You need to go through it at exactly 2 minutes past 8 by the main wall clock.
Dr. One, everything all right?
I admire your attention to detail, Alpha One, but I refuse to put my hand up every time I want to leave the room.
Home Secretary.
Oh, balls, I ruined everything.
No, not at all. Just speak normally, please.
Right, yes, of course. And I just wanted to say that report our mutual friend prepared on you is an impressive read. It strikes me that you've been somewhat under-promoted.
Well, I've never really thought about it.
Home Secretary?
Yes. Once more into the breach. Do think about it.
We have to meet.
A success?
Shall we?
There you are. Let us have a drink together. Now, who has a good toast?
To old enemies.
New friends.
Hurry! Behind Gavrik, right shoulder.
Drop the weapon!
What aren't you telling me, Harry?
Elena wasn't just an asset. We were lovers.
You burnt her because of your relationship.
Sounds simple when you put it like that.
Nothing about this is simple, Harry. But we can unpick it together. But the first thing we have to do is deal with Sasha Gavrik, put him out of action.
We can't.
Why not?
Because he's my son.